This video will demonstrate a technique for creating mirrored toolpaths. First, we're going to mirror our geometry about the YZ plane. Then we're going to mirror the toolpaths. Before we do that, sometimes you want to take your MCS with you. You can't actually mirror an MCS, but what we can do is create a geometric coordinate system and mirror that. So we'll double click on MCS Mill, go into the details here and hit Save MCS. You'll see that a geometric entity is created. We can use it, has a lot of utility, however it's not associative back to the original MCS. Let's go to modeling now. We'll create the plane that we need for mirroring. We'll choose Insert, Datum Plane, and make sure that we're set on our YZ-CC plane. I can grab one of those balls and stretch this out to make it larger, and then click OK. Next, let's go to Edit, Transform, where we can find the Move command. First, it wants to collect the objects, and we have just a couple here, the solid, and then that coordinate system that we just created. We'll click OK, choose Mirror Through a Plane. Make sure this is on Inferred, come into the graphics window and click. Next, we need to tell it what we want to do. Well, we want to hit Copy, then you click OK twice and cancel. That gives you your mirrored entities. Note that the coordinate system appears to be incorrect, but if you think about it, if you truly mirrored a coordinate system, it would no longer follow the right hand rule. So what we can do here is select it, choose Edit, and then Move Object. You can set this up with a angle motion, and for a vector, just pick one of the axes here. Then it needs a point to rotate around. And we'll set this at 180 degrees, click OK, and it'll rotate that around for us. I think we're ready to go back to manufacturing now and do the rest of our work. First, in the geometry view, I'll set up my MCS mirror. Remember, this is just a geometric entity. We can't use it to actually output code. So I'll double click here, and a quick way then to get this to match up to that other coordinate system is here under Reference CSys. We'll just say Selected CSys, move into the graphics window, and it'll snap my MCS right to that position. Next, let's look at our two operations. Remember, yellow is an engage move, so we're starting on this side and climb cutting around. Same with the face mill. We'll then select both operations, right click, and choose Object, Transform. We want to choose Mirror Through a Plane, move into the graphics window, and select our plane. You do want to hit Copy, and the reason is we'll be reversing direction soon to make sure that we continue to climb cut. If you choose Instance, they'll be associative and you won't be able to change the direction. We'll click OK, and now you see we have our originals and our copies. You can tell that these are copies because you have these violet colored arrows here indicating they're a copy. Now let's have a look. This is a true mirror at this point, so it's conventional cutting as it goes around. Let's straighten that out first. We'll go into each operation, cutting moves, and change it from climb to conventional. Remember, this is mirrored, so when we generate, it's now climb cutting. We'll do the same thing with the other operation. And generate. Now our problem is that if we output this code, it's not going to come from these zeros here. It's going to still come from this zero over here. This is going to illustrate a current bug in NX. When I drag and drop these on top of MCS mirror, they should not have the red knot symbol. These operations are live, they're updated, and they're ready to go with this MCS. It's just that there's a bug that makes them look out of date even though they're fine. Let's go back to the program order view now. We'll take those two operations, drag them on this program object, right click post process. I suppose we could choose just about anything, but I'll choose a mil5 axis. And we can see from the code here, just looking at the numbers, that it does appear that we've got this on the right zeros and it's a correct program. If you want to, you can take each operation here, right click, choose toolpath and lock. And this will lock the toolpaths or the operations so that it cannot be updated once you've got it running with the correct parameters. That concludes this demonstration of mirroring toolpath.